is very much required, let it be medicine related adverse events or medical device related. So both pharmacovigilance and material-vigilance program aims to collect, analyze the adverse events with the help of regional monitoring centers. Other than the monitoring centers, as per the law or as per the rule, medical device rule, the respective manufacturers of medical device or medicines, they are supposed to report the adverse events. It is mandatory for them to report the adverse events to the Central Licensing Authority as well as Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. So this is how the program has been, programmatic approach or program has been structured to collect the adverse events related to these products. So currently under the pharmacovigilance, we have 976 regional adverse drug reaction monitoring center, including AFMC Pune also, one of our regional monitoring center under the pharmacovigilance. Plus, we have a regional training centers of 12 regional centers span India. These training centers are responsible for providing training to the newly recognized monitoring centers, how to report, what to report, where to report, why to report, and also the assessment, causality assessment of adverse events. The causality assessment, it becomes crucial for judging the whether the medicine is related for adverse events or any other comorbid condition. So the causality assessment is an integral part of any pharmacovigilance system practice is concerned. So therefore, the regional training centers are trained in such a way to provide the training, continuous training to the regional centers. When I come to material vigilance, the same structure has been adopted where the medical device related adverse events monitoring system is concerned. So we have 501 centers. So I take this opportunity to, AFMC also to be a part of this medical device or material vigilance safety surveillance system is concerned. So I'll be happy to provide or facilitate all the requirements to be completed to become a medical device adverse event monitoring centers. Again, under the material vigilance, we have 7 regional centers. Same way, they also impart the training to the existing centers as well as new centers to come up under the material vigilance. I'm sure the practice of pharmacovigilance, you might be aware. So because of thalidomide tragedy, you all know, thalidomide tragedy was happened in 1960. And then the phocomelia was reported with the use of thalidomide. And then the regulator globally, the regulators as well as WHO took a stand, the medicine not to be prescribed for as an antiemetic because of phocomelia. So this was the journey, starting point of pharmacovigilance. Then now the safety of each and every medicine is monitored through pharmacovigilance. Like material vigilance also same practice, what we are going to do in material vigilance. Material vigilance means it's like detecting or assessing the safety of medical devices available in the country. It's a new concept. Again, we need to detect the device related adverse events or incidences. It may be a quality related issue, or it may be a procedural error, or it may be a device related problem. So we need to detect the such adverse events. And then assessment. Again, the assessment goes this way: root cause analysis. Whether really the device is having the problem or user problem or sterilization related problem, because most of the devices are related to sterilization, how we are going to handle the product. And then the understanding and also prevention. Preventing such adverse event also a part of material vigilance. So we know that we have a law or rules for medicines. Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and Rules 1945, they are under responsible for manufacturing of any medicine, sale, export, import of all medicines are covered under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. But for the devices, there was no such regulation before 2017. The medical device rule was introduced in our country, that is MDR, shortly known as MDR. It is effective from 1st January 2018. As on date, all the devices are being regulated. the manufacturer requires approval from the Central Licensing Authority, that is CDSO, or State Licensing Authority for manufacturing, sale, distribution, export, or import of such medical devices. As per the rule, as you know, we have a federal structure. The rule is jointly enforced by the both Central Licensing Authority and State Licensing Authority. Here, when I say Central Licensing Authority, that is CDSO, headed by DCGI. Again, DCGI, you know, DCGI is responsible for approval of any medicines, marketing approval, clinical trial, etc. But again, the same Central Licensing Authority, CDSO, that is CLA, is responsible for approval of medical devices, export, import of medical devices. Similarly, here, if you look at the SLA, that is State Licensing Authority, also responsible for the manufacturing approval of Class A and Class B device. Whereas the remaining Class C and Class D devices approval is given by the Central Licensing Authority. So this is the implementation or enforcement of the medical devices rule by both the Central Licensing Authority and State Licensing Authority. Now the devices are classified into, as per the rule, medical devices rule, the devices are classified into 4 different categories based on the risk-based classification. Class A to Class D. Class A known as low risk. There are some examples comes under the Class A device like thermometer, surgical dressing, absorbent cotton, suture, syringe, needle. All of them are put under the Class A category, which is called as low risk. Here, the manufacturing license for Class A devices are issued by the State Licensing Authority. Say, for example, Maharashtra FDA is responsible for issuing the manufacturing license of Class A and Class B devices. There are some examples. So generally, if you look at the high-end risk, all implantable medical devices, say for example, let it be examples of cardiac stents, orthopedic implants, bone implants. So all of them are put under the Class D devices, which is known as high-end medical devices. So this is the procedure, classification as per the according to the risk-based classification. So generally the medical devices are material vigilance meant for the devices. If it is used for the diagnosis, treatment, or prevention of any disease or disorder, comes under the material vigilance. Well, actually, since this CME is focusing on artificial intelligence, there are some CDSO, Central Licensing Authority, approved AI-based medical devices also. These are the risk-based medical devices according to the artificial intelligence, AI-related medical devices. So this is available in the public domain, and their intended use also mentioned in the information leaflet. So I'm sure since yesterday also you might have discussed what in by artificial intelligence and what are the medical devices refers to, the artificial intelligence is maybe a reasoning related medical devices. So make decision based information, and then learning. Any data analytics are also improving the performance over the period of time, also known as artificial intelligence and medical devices. So these are some of the examples where the artificial intelligence can play an important role in medical device. So this is one of the regulators, those who have taken various steps to approve or to recognize artificial intelligence or medical devices under the domain of artificial intelligence. Starting from 1950, there are so many evolution. Even already US FDA approved such artificial AI-based medical devices for robotic surgery, which is approved by the US FDA in the year 2000. And in the year 2010, there are some developments on smart devices for diabetes management. Again, US FDA recently, 2018, US FDA approved some of the AI-based medical devices for diabetic retinopathy. So artificial intelligence in precision medicine also regulator are approved as a medical device. I'm sure this artificial intelligence as a medical device going to play an important role in many areas. I mean, it is going to benefit or some of the advantages which are given here. It may be reducing the error, accuracy in data, particularly when it comes to the pharmacovigilance data or material vigilance database. So the currently we face some challenges, you know, the data accuracy or duplicate in reporting. So once the artificial intelligence based devices are introduced, this problem is going to be solved. Already the Uppsala Monitoring Center, which is a WHO collaborating center for pharmacovigilance, already introduced artificial intelligence in identifying the signals, new safety signals with the available database. And also this AI based system is helping them in reducing the duplicacy in reporting and also identifying the signals in prompt manner. So these are the some of the advantages, and there are some of the actually when we introduce any technology driven or technology based devices, certainly there will be some disadvantages. So I thought of sharing these as an pros and cons with related to medical device, I mean as an AI. So some of the case studies are already conducted by different companies related to artificial intelligence, particularly Johnson & Johnson and GE Healthcare. So this data is available in the website also, public domain also, how it is going to impact in the patient safety as well as better healthcare with respect to medical devices. Thanks a lot. Thanks for this opportunity, and with the permission of chair, if chair permits, we can.
Thank you, Dr. Kalai Selvam. Before we take questions from the house, keeping in view my current sort of portfolio, there are certain, queries that we generally have. One of them is, you mentioned about the approval of devices. Now, what I understand is the US FDA approves devices, unlike drugs, which are approved for safety and efficacy both. Devices are primarily approved for safety and not for efficacy. So that's the difference as far as the US FDA is concerned in terms of drugs and devices. So in India, what is it? Are these devices approved for efficacy? That's what I want to know.
Sir, devices are approved as efficacy also in case of drug device combination.
What about only devices? For example, let us say if a new CT scan machine, now you know about the MII initiatives, CT scans, MRI machines, which are now being, which are coming in India. So does this, do you all approve, or does the central or the state authority approve them for safety and efficacy?
Yes,
both?
Both.
Okay. So that is important. The second thing is, these devices AI-enabled devices generate a lot of data. And what is the guarantee that this data does not go back to the device manufacturer? See, we don't want our patient data to go back to the device manufacturer. Okay. And that's a concern. So how does, how does the licensing authority ensure that these devices don't have chips or something which enables them to transfer data to the manufacturer?
So you mean to say that transparency and accountability?
Absolutely, especially imported equipment.
So this actually, this question actually, I'm not a part of the regulatory system. We are an independent organization, generate the safety data, but when they approve, what kind of policy or what kind of instruction they are going to make it in order to protect the transparency and accuracy, I have to check with the regulator, then I'll update you.
And you in the US, you have this black box system.
Yes.
Is there a black box system there in India?
So see, it is
because I haven't seen it in drugs.
It is there in the drugs also, sir. The regulation, it is there.
But is it actually practiced?
I don't know practicing.
Because so that is because I haven't seen actually an Indian.
We have a system of black box warning also. Even if you look at the bioclitisone related bladder cancer, the black box warning was issued.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jyotsna. Do you have any question?
And for even the device.